There's so much progress. Hi guys, this is Heidi and you're watching HeidiKMakeup. I wanted to do another project pan update for you guys because I've made incredible progress on some of these products. I think that next month I'm going to be completely done with the Project 10 pan and getting ready to move into a new project pan. If you guys have not watched the rest of the videos, they will be linked down below in a playlist. And I wanted to show you, I'll start out with the Project 10 pan items, and then I had some Project Focus stuff that I was trying to focus on. I only have 2 products left in my Project 10 pan, and you guys, they're so itty bitty. They're both eyeliners. This NYX Wonder Pencil, look how little that has gotten. I don't know if I can sharpen this much more. I think it's gonna be gone in the next couple of days even. I really, really love this and I've enjoyed using it. I've started using it not just in my waterline, but in my inner corner, underneath my brow, even as a highlight, like on my nose and cheeks and upper lip. I love it, I would recommend it, but I won't be repurchasing it because it is owned by a parent company that tests and I'm trying to transition away from those. But I'm very excited to see this gone. This one I think is going to be the last product to go, and it is my Too Faced Perfect Eyes Waterproof Eyeliner. It looks like there's a lot more, but you have to remember that this like eraser section is not part of the product, so it's got like that much left. Actually, I'm not sure that this is much smaller than the NYX one. They're almost the same in terms of height. And so I think that these are going to be done really, really soon, and I'll be finally done with my first Project 10 pan. I did a video recently about how to do a project pan, so I'll link that down below. I've started using this not just as liner. When I originally added it, I was going to use it in my waterline, but I can't use this in my waterline. It irritates my contacts too much. So I've been wearing it on my upper lash line, which I really don't like pencil for my upper lash line, so I'll be glad to see this go. It's really nice for smudging and smoking though, so if you like that, you might like it. But I've also been using it as a base and like doing like the outer corner to kind of darken up the outer corner and put like shadow on top, or just all over my eyes as a base to do like a really intense smoky eye to try and get through it. So yeah, I'm almost done with this and I'm gonna be so glad when it's gone. But I was also doing a Project Focus, and in my Project Focus I had a list of 10 eye products, 10 cheek products, and 10 lip products. And my goal was to finish 1 lip product, to finish 1 cheek product, and to hit pan on 1 eyeshadow. I have way more than done that at this point. I talked about in my last update how I had hit pan in all but 1 shade in this palette. This palette had basically turned into a pan that palette challenge for me. This is my Urban Decay Deluxe palette. I have now hit pan in every shade. And it's not a lot of pan. I kind of cheat a little and like dig my brush in there. But now that I've hit pan in all of it, I'm putting it aside and I'm done with it. So I'm kind of glad to set that aside. I might come back to it at some other project point. But for now, I've hit pan in everything, so that is exciting. I also forgot to mention in my last update my Nars Danmari palette, but I had made huge progress. This was the first thing that I hit pan in, was my Hungry Heart and Casino bronzer and highlighter, and now they're done, you guys. Completely done. There was a little bit left and then I dropped it and they shattered, so all gone, goodbye. And I've set this aside too. I'm not focusing on the blushes as much because there's another blush that I'm trying to finish. But I'm very happy about that. Both Nars and Urban Decay are owned by parent companies that test. A lot of my Project Pan stuff is just because I'm trying to get through it. I don't want to buy from those companies anymore. So once I moved past my Urban Decay Deluxe palette, I went on to a couple of other eyeshadows. The biggest one being this Urban Decay Single in Snakebite, which I hit pan on this morning. Again, tiny amount of pan. I had like a liner brush in there and I was digging it in to put it on over my eyeliner, but I'm going to set this aside. I'm not all about finishing, I'm about using. So I've hit pan on this, I'm gonna set it aside, move on to the next thing. And also this palette by Wet n Wild in I'm Getting Sunburnt. I hit pan on this copper shade a couple of days ago. So my next focus ones are going to be, I'm gonna focus on this pink one next. That's the next thing I wanna hit pan on. And then I also have hit pan on this highlight, Urban Decay Skimp, right there. So really excited about all the shadows. I have yet to finish a shadow, but I'm okay with that. I like variety, and I only use my Project Pan stuff every other day. For blush, I've made huge progress on this Tarte Adventurous blush. There was some pan showing when I started, but that's a lot of pan. And I think I'm ready to set this aside and start working on something else for a little bit. I did finish a Josie Maran blush, so I did take care of my blush plan. And when I finished the Josie Maran blush, I moved on to a different cream blush. This is Flower, Primrose, and Proper, and I don't know that pan's gonna show up anytime soon, but I've been wearing this underneath my other blushes as like a blush base. There were two products that I mentioned in my empties video, which will also be linked down below, that were part of Project Focus. The first one was my Flower High Shine lipstick in Baby Buttercup, which I loved. It's a beautiful nude lipstick. It is all gone. I'm sad that it's gone, but I'm also happy because it was in Project Focus. So I've thrown that away, but it's beautiful and I would repurchase it eventually. I just have so many lipsticks right now. And then the other lipstick that I'm super close to being done with, it melted and then I put it in my freezer to refreeze it, but it looks so gross. But it's Flower Ginger Lily, which I think I'll be done with by my next update. So huge progress on my Project Focus, and I'm thinking I'll be done with Project Pan in the next month and get to move on to my finale and starting a new Project 10 pan, which I'll probably pull items from my Project Focus into the Project 10 pan. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next Project Pan update. I will have the Project Pan playlist linked down below, and the next time I do a video, you'll then know about it. You can also see what my family is up to every day by subscribing to our daily channel, which is Sudden Kimpact. That's linked down below, and there's a lot of stuff happening on my parenting channel right now, which is Heidi Kim TV. That'll be linked down below too. Thanks for watching. Bye. I wanted to film an empties video for you guys because my empties container is getting pretty full. So if you guys are new to empties videos, I'm pretty sure most people know what they are, but basically I'm going to go through all of the products that I finished this month and tell you a little bit about what I thought of them.